I do not want to disclose my address or location for safety reasons. My daughter, we relocated to the state of Florida August of 2019. I enrolled my daughter into Osceola School District September 11th, 2019. She has endured racist-based bullying ever since she entered into Osceola School District at Kissimmee Middle. I have made complaint after complaint to Frank Franceschi about how my daughter was being treated. It was swept up under the rug, a cowardly act. It was never addressed. It escalated to the same students that my daughter met in the school district, to them coming to my house to physically assault my child, to where I'm outside of my house physically fighting these students, okay, to keep them away from my daughter. We had a hearing on April 21st of 2021 where a young man put something in my daughter's water bottle.
Excuse me, Madam Chair. No, this is very important.
Yes, I'm asking her to stop.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just spoke with the attorney. This potential case could be a recommendation for expulsion, and the school board sits as hearing officers. So technically speaking, we cannot hear the evidence above before.
You just won't use the hearing officer that's one of us. It's only you and me. You and me won't do it. She's allowed to speak.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Just from a technical perspective.
You can't tell her that she can't do it. Technically, it's just that she's gonna have a hearing officer. It's not you or I.
Okay.
My daughter
does she have, is there another hearing officer?
African American.
Wait, point of order. There's a legal issue here.
We will assign.
So is there here,
Can I talk? Not to you. We will assign a different hearing officer, but at the end of the day, this board is the final authority.
Right, and so is there an issue then, but hearing the evidence prior then?
No, I'm not gonna.
We would get this side of the story anyway, in the notes.
You'll get it from the record. Go ahead, ma'am, in my opinion, Madam Chair.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're doing it properly.
My daughter has been, okay, I'm sorry.
1 second, I just want to make sure we start the timer at 2:01. That's where you left off.
Okay, thank you. My daughter has been called everything but a child of God. It is power of life and death in the tongue, okay? My daughter has endured name
And we have
calling.
excuse me, I'm sorry. We have a problem.
Yes.
We apparently don't have any hearing officers other than the two board members who want to be the hearing officers.
Is there an alternate process? Can
She
we
is
assign
currently
someone?
scheduled for May 4th for a hearing.
So
Okay.
do you want me to step out then? Since I'm
You
the
would
one that's
both
on
have
there?
to step out.
Please, so
You
I
would
can
both have
kind of
to
make
step
it
out.
aware, please, if you don't mind, and I can.
No,
speak.
there's a legal question, ma'am, and I'm apologize. It's not that I don't want to hear you, but there's legal ramifications.
I understand.
Yes, I think if you both, you're the hearing officer?
Yes, I'm the hearing officer,
Then I
sorry.
would step out and we avoid any
I
problem.
apologize,
step
ma'am.
No, that's okay, I
There's issues
understand.
where I can't hear
I
it ahead of
completely
time.
understand, that's fine.
Okay.
Can't entertain you.
1 second.
I know.
Can I please have the timer start at 1:50?
I can't do like,
I'll keep
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Just keep talking, man. We'll,
I'll do 2 minutes.
yeah.
thank you.
Talk.
So my daughter has been called the N-word. She has been called monkey. She has been called blackboard, chalkboard. She has been water poured on top of her head in the middle of the class. Students pouring things into her drink. A specific group of kids that I made aware of which kids was doing this. It has never been addressed. The school district has not shown me anything that they have done to address the bullying. Mr. Phelps had promised me that he would keep my daughter safe mentally and emotionally and physically. I took several steps, injunctions, police reports, complaining to the school, okay? I have video footage, the video footage of my daughter reacting from the young lady calling her an N-word that has been threatening her with guns and everything, and I have everything right here, okay? I have video footage as well. You would hear the young lady in the footage, not in the school footage, but you would hear her in the footage calling my daughter the N-word, and that's when my daughter reacted physically. Now she's up for expulsion. She's being reprimanded. Y'all didn't hear my daughter when she was sad and crying out for help, but y'all pay attention to my child when she need to be reprimanded for making a wrong decision at 14. But look how long she has endured racist-based bullying, where it has been ignored by leadership. I even have a teacher, Casey Harris, that called my daughter trash, said she need hair extensions. Called her Felicia from off Friday, the movie. There's a crackhead in the movie of Friday. If y'all don't know about the movie, look it up. It has never been addressed. Why, Ms. Pace, after 2 years, I'm questioning for the student, my daughter's records. You said yourself earlier that incident reports have statements from students. Why it has been in 2 years that I've been requesting these statements to prove how my daughter been bullied? So I'm not gonna get excited until I see the paperwork. I'm upset. Even the bullying has continued after the physical altercation. My daughter is being threatened that she gonna get shot. My house gonna get shot up. These kids done already been to my house. What are y'all gonna do about it?
Dr.
How are y'all
Pace.
gonna address the bullying and the threats?
Are you already in contact with the parent with regards to this? Okay, so if you can keep us abreast. So,
This young man is the only one with the hearing that put a plan in place to help my daughter out. He the only one that acknowledged the bullying with my child. The flash drives and the footages that I brought April 21st of 2021. He is the only one. My attorney reached out to Mr. Phelps and asked what has been done. I have the emails to the response that Mr. Phelps said, oh, I'm going to reach out to the school's attorney. He couldn't even explain what did the school district or the schools, what steps did y'all take to address it, to nip it in the bud. If it would have been addressed, I have emails dating back from 2019. If it had been addressed when I was complaining about it, this would have never escalated this far. This is why we have children that commit suicide. This is why we have school shootings. This is why we have students bringing weapons to the school. This could be your child, anybody's kid in here. How we gonna make the environment safe for our kids? She have a right to education, just like anybody else's kid. She have a right to be treated like a human being. That is too. Like, we all human. Her hair don't have to be long. She don't have to be Caucasian. She don't have to be Latino. She African American. She gonna love the skin that she is in, cause that's how God made her. Would you like to say something to these young ladies and young men about what you done endured? It's okay if you crying.
it's
It
okay.
clears the soul. That's okay.
It's okay if you want to say something, and it's
Don't be
okay if you
nervous.
don't.
You don't
Either
have to
way.
be nervous. Speak up. This is your time to speak up about how you feel about it and what you done endured.
I don't know why it took so long for me to get noticed. Until I reacted finally after 3 years.
My daughter asked me why when she was sad y'all couldn't address it. But when she get angry about it and do something, why are y'all addressing it?
And that's
I think
a fair
that's a question
question.
that y'all should answer.
Yeah, it's a fair question. And thank you for coming here and being brave to talk to us. I know that this is really hard. I know that we have people that are already working on it. We probably can't talk too much about it now because this is not the forum, but I want to make sure that you're safe, and I'm really happy that you're here, and I'm sorry that you've gone through that. And it's okay to be sad it's okay, and we want to make sure that you have a safe place to go to in school. So we're going to address it. Mom, thank you for bringing it up to our attention. And
Absolutely.
yes, and thank you for being respectful. Yes.
I just want to echo her, honey. Don't ever be afraid to come in here and talk to us. This is the first that I personally have heard about this, but thank you for being brave, for coming in saying, in sharing your story with us, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Really am.
You guys are missing the point here. 3 years. She's saying 3 years. She's been reporting this. If anything, you should be apologizing to her instead of telling her, good job for being brave. Instead, you should be saying, listen to me. I am so sorry to you. I'm sorry. I am so deeply sorry to you for what this district has allowed, for not stepping up, for you reaching out to our superintendent and still not getting an answer. I will get on my knees and apologize to you because you deserved better this entire time.
And for the record,
And no one should ever be treated like that in any school, in any world. Okay? It is wrong. What happened to you is absolutely wrong. And hopefully, we will get to the bottom of it. Hopefully, we will do our best and provide you with what you deserve. Not with what saves everyone's reputation, not with what saves anybody's job, but what you deserve as a person. Okay? God bless you. Please keep in touch with me and you let me know what's going on with the situation, okay?
That's what I'll say to T. Ms. Pace. That's why her records haven't been found for 2 whole years. Because Mr. Frank Franceschi and Miss Rolando want to keep their coattail clean of their career reputation. This is what it's doing to our children. It's harming them. It's not a healthy environment. Things should be addressed regardless, you know. And I'm speaking for my daughter, but I'm also speaking for other kids that's being bullied and race-based bullying. No bullying is right at all. So now my daughter, you know, she's going through this. It's not gonna take back the words that she had to hear or the things that she had to go through. But what I can say far as up north, far as the school system here, it's too overpopulated. Like, y'all building freeways and streets down here. It need to be more schools to ease up the lot of kids and the pressure on the teachers and things falling through the cracks. I never seen nothing like this ever before. It's just disgusting to me, you know, that it has went on this long. And I have done so much to address it. I did the HOPE application. She was denied for that because the school refused to send over the statements that's been missing for 2 years. I did the choice program to get her out of that school and move her away from that area and those kids. And Mr. Phelps said that those kids couldn't go to school with my daughter. That's how they was planning to keep my daughter safe. Well, one of the young ladies from that group of kids
Madam
ended up
Chair.
at school.
Yes.
Beyond the time limit one, but I have to say this as the
Yes.
lawyer. We've heard one story today. We do not discuss publicly any student's role and other facts. We're not allowed to do that. The law prevents that. And I want that in the record because
Got it.
I don't disbelieve or believe until things are investigated. So at this point, we've heard this. This case is going to be heard, aspects of it, and I'll look into what she says about these people not doing something.
Thank you, Ms. Addison, thank you so much for your comments. If you do have any additional things to say, I'll be happy to stay after the meeting.
Thank you.